Hello and welcome to the movie podcast that asks one question and one question only. Are you movie mad? I'm Andrew Jones and I'm asking the question.
And I'm Johnny Ellis and I'm answering the question.
He's answering the question, is his name Johnny Ennis or Johnny Ellis? Because he almost said Johnny Ennis. And if you'll be Johnny Ellis, I can't say joining us and Johnny Ennis, that's not a thing. Gosh darn it. Words are hard.
They really are.
And, well, I left you with a mystery last week. I left everyone with a mystery.
I'm still perplexed.
This is an ultimate mystery movie because
you
don't know, the audience doesn't know.
Are you not going to tell me and I'm just going to have to guess at what?
I think very quickly you'll guess what it is when you see the film because I think it probably just says it right at the start. We'll just say, this is the film, this is the plot, this is the end. It's not this is the end because this is the end is great. And I think you've already seen it. Yes. Exactly. Because you're smart enough to know that film starring Jay Baruchel must be seen. Full stop. What was that? You dipped your head. Go on, explain why you wouldn't go and see every Jay Baruchel film in the world.
Die Hard 4? Am I wrong in thinking? He was in that, right?
No, you're thinking of Justin Long.
Justin Long. Who's Jay Baruchel?
Jay Baruchel was the Canadian one. From the group of... when you see Knocked Up? Have you seen Knocked Up?
No.
For goodness sake. Right.
We're going to have to re-record. You're going to show me Knocked Up now.
Have you seen... Ooh, don't tempt me. So in This Is the End, the guy who's coming over to hang out with Seth. And then they go to the party.
Right. I think I...
The awkward guy who speaks like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Hiccup from
I am right in mixing them
Dragon.
up. They do look quite similar.
They're pale white thin guys. That's about it.
Exactly.
But Jay Baruchel's infinitely more than Justin Long. I love Justin Long, but Jay Baruchel.
Speaking of white, that DVD case is still just a white cover.
It's a white sleeve. I turned it inside out because I wanted to create the mystery so I can hand you over. So this is... We watched recently Con Air, Wild Wild West, and Little Shop of Horrors. Yeah. And I think for all three of those films, you can say they're not planted in reality. They're very silly. They're goofy.
Mean they're not true stories?
They're not taken off of the back of newspapers. It's not like Law and Order.
So we're watching the Law and Order.
We're watching Law and Order SVU, guys. And I don't know how to tell you this, but like last week we were talking about Robin Williams and blackface. I am Ice-T, and I'm here to say I like to rap in an Ice-T way. I'm not proud of myself. I will hand over this case.
I am just
after a lot of...
I'm so excited to find out what it is.
Dramatic pauses.
You're evil.
And ask you, before I hand you over this case, Johnny, one final guess? Anything, even a realm of subject? Idea?
Right, it's going to be grounded in reality. I'm thinking it's a documentary. I am thinking Roger and Me, or something like that.
Okay.
Something from his...
from Roger and Me's Over.
Yeah.
Who do you like better, Roger or me?
Roger.
You bastard. I'm right here. I'm just a man standing in front of you asking you to podcast.
Well, Roger would have handed me the DVD by now.
Roger wouldn't do that. I've seen what Roger did. He almost murdered someone.
Almost.
Almost murdered. He was framed. It was a frame up. Come on. Everyone knows that. I'll take it to Tin Town.
Can I just
see the DVD
finally?
Cartoon car.
Hand it to me, please. This is
Rabbit.
This is just painful. Come on, I need to see what it is. Okay.
I don't want to let go. I don't want to let go. I don't want to let go.
Right.
Close your eyes. Give me your hand.
Grizzly Man. Oh wow. Okay. Grizzly Man. Right.
You're going to watch a Herzog.
I think this is going to be my first Herzog.
Ah, your first song.
My first song.
I think this was my first song.
So it is a documentary, right? It is. It's a documentary.
I don't know. Is that Werner Herzog standing in front of a bear telling him he loves him?
From what I recall, it's a documentary, even though I've not seen it. But...
You can now take off the sleeve and have a look at the back. Now I've spoiled it for you by showing you the reveal. You don't have to twist it around and look at it. Okay. Now we're wasting time and making more noise that no one can really sit through because it's just paper shuffling. Listen.
Yeah, but we've got devoted
Foley!
fans.
Like my favourite kids in the hall.
We've got devoted fans at this point, so they'll sit through anything.
Well, no, they're committed fans because they're in a mental asylum. Don't close it as well. Make it quick. Yes.
One man spent the last 13 years of his life crossing the boundaries. The first line was, in nature there are boundaries. One man spent the last 13 years of his life crossing them.
In nature there are boundaries. One man spent the last 13 years of his life crossing them.
Awe-inspiring, it really has to be seen to be believed. 5 stars, says Empire.
Empire gave me a 5 stars.
But then they were the same magazine that gave Suicide Squad 4 stars. So...
Dan Jolin is a crazy man, and I think I respect him more than Klaus Kinski.
There's pictures of bears in the back.
The bears will eat us all like a crazed Venus flytrap in a shop full of musical numbers.
I'm pretty sure this is going to be my first song.
Except for Jack Reacher.
Jack Reacher, yeah.
Everybody knows I ate all of my fingers and thumbs to get that role.
I'm assuming it would have been better if he directed as well.
It would have been amazing, because we would not spend time with anybody but Tom Cruise standing on the corner of the street, pondering if he is meant to be there, or if perhaps he is meant to kill John Voight at some point later on. We'll never know.
He's narrating this, right? Because I've heard so much about his voice. Like I've
Werner
seen it in
Herzog
Jack
doesn't
Reacher.
narrate.
No,
he does not narrate.
He doesn't narrate.
He doesn't narrate. He talks. He is like the most sophisticated podcaster. He will talk and talk and talk. 9.
So
there is no German necessary here.
I'm assuming.
Yeah.
It's about a guy who lived with bears for 13 years.
And then he fucked them hard.
Maybe that's how it ends.
Maybe so. A thrilling climax had by all.
It's a 15, so
it's got sex in it.
He might not die, per se. Or if he does, it's off screen.
Werner Herzog is yet to die. I do not believe it will be now.
Well, no, not Werner Herzog, but the guy that he's
the Grizzly Man.
Yeah.
The man made of grizzly parts. He is like Frankenstein's monster. He is just a man made of bear.
I'm excited for this one.
Yeah. It is alive, he screams. He looks into his claw, and he understands why he is part nature, part man. What is he really? May he ever know. May we ever know. I'm Werner Herzog, and welcome to Top of the Pops. Coming in at number 40. It is Ocean Colour Scene with their new hit, I'm Still Here, Love Me.
I've just got Werner Will Fix It.
Das ist my laugh. I will smoke a cigar and touch a child. It will be a very thrilling experience. I will do it once and then regret it, but I will use it for later influences. Can I now ask you, what is Pokemon Go? How does one catch a Pikachu? Jonathan, will you answer these?
How does one catch Pikachu?
Yeah.
When I catch one, I'll let you know.
Oh, this is exciting. There will be further installments in this story.
I think you just have to walk into electric pylons.
Yeah, I'm okay with this. If you live close to the edge, you'll live more than you'll ever live in your life.
And if you overstep the boundaries, if you cross the boundaries for 13 years...
then Klaus Kinski will come and try and kill you. He is my best fiend. This is nothing for you.
Yeah.
You have no concept.
I know the voice, but that's about it.
That.
Yeah.
Shall I talk about chickens? They are stupid. Yeah, I'm getting into one with Schwarzenegger. That is stupid! Sorry. I've got to stop because I will do that for a while. That is my personal problem. So, I'm going to start writing down predictions now because I was just doing something stupid. Grizzly Man is about...
It's about a guy who has lived 13 years.
Bear 13.
Yeah, 13 years.
Guy lived bear 13.
Lived with a bear, yeah.
Yeah, I've got it down. I know our sentence work structure.
Yeah, that's about all I've got. He's not gonna die.
No, gonna. D-I-E. Is he going to perform breakout hit rap?
No.
My name's Grizzly Man, and I'm here to say it's fun to live in a bear-like way.
I am very. That's all I've got, I think, for now.
Okay, right. Well, don't look at the back.
Yeah, no. So I was just looking at the pictures. I wasn't reading. I don't know how to.
Look at the bears. There is the bears.
There's 2 bears now.
Maybe one of them is a grizzly man. If you do not know.
That's just after they've eaten Goldilocks.
There's only one. There's only 2 bears.
Yeah.
What happened to baby bear?
He's sleeping.
Oh, he's too soft. He doesn't partake in the violence enough, baby bear. But his food, Goldilocks, is just right. Well, we're going to go and watch Grizzly Man.
Yes.
And then I'll be excited to hear your impression.
God, I don't know whether I'll be able to do it, but we'll see.
After an hour and a half of Werner Herzog, you will be able to do a Werner Herzog impression. That's just the law. And you know what? You know what Rob Schneider says? I am the law. Rob Schneider is Judge Dredd.
That I would watch. But
That
first,
exists.
Grizzly Man. What?
Rob Schneider plays Judge Dredd, doesn't he? I've not seen the film. I just know Rob Schneider's in a film called Judge Dredd, I assume. No one else famous is in it, so he's Judge Dredd.
Is that the original? I've not seen the original.
Adam Sandler and Rob Schneider are Judges Dredd and Death. And that's how the Judge Dredd versus Death came about. It was a Harry Madison production. It was like, you can do it! Be judge, jury, and executioner! Brilliant.
Right, shall we watch?
Grizzly Man? Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough.
Expedition 2001, I came here and protected the animals as best I could. In fact, I'm the only protection for these animals out here. Animals rule. Timothy conquered.
He tended to want to become a bear.
Most times I'm a kind warrior out here. Occasionally I am challenged, and in that case, the kind warrior must become a samurai.
I think he had lost sight of what was really going on. Or he got what he was asking for, he got what he deserved.
Come here and try to do what I do. You will die. You will die here. We need more rain! Melissa is eating her babies! Timothy, I'm getting a bad feeling about you. I can smell death all over my fingers. I will die for these animals. I will die for these animals. I will die for these animals.
Grizzly Man.
That was
So he did die.
very somber ending.
Yeah.
Very, very disquieting when you think about it. Just you're in that now in that zone of like,
He's a fascinating character.
Timothy Treadwell
Yeah.
or Werner Herzog.
Timothy Treadwell.
Oh, okay.
I mean, Werner is already
Werner Herzog
fascinating.
is always.
Yeah. But yeah, I didn't think he was gonna die, and then once
The first thing
you see is died 2003.
was 1977 to 2003
Yeah,
was his
something like that.
caption.
Mm.
Just to make sure you immediately know, okay, there's no shock, there's no twist.
Mm.
You're just going to watch this unfold.
Yeah.
But not like in a, oh God, where you're just going to watch scenes from a life.
Yeah.
So if you can do like a quick synopsis, could you?
It's hard to really. It's just about his work. This guy lived with bears during the summertime till September-ish every year for 13 years.
And documented it.
Yeah.
For the last 5 years.
Yeah. And,
very, very, very up close video footage of bears.
Yeah. And
Ridiculously close.
just interviews with people that knew him. One of his girlfriends.
Yeah.
And
Someone who knew the body. Well, the remains of the body.
Yeah. Yeah. I was thinking they were going to show us the audio.
We'll get to that in a bit.
But that was quite... I didn't really want to hear it. But it felt like it was going to happen and I was getting worried. And then...
this kind of sick pit of your stomach
Yeah.
morbidity coming up.
Yeah.
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 So it's the audio but no video because there's lens cap on
Yeah.
of the last recording of him and his girlfriend of the time as the bear attacks them.
Yeah.
To which we watch Werner listen to it.
So was he recording it already and then they got attacked, or they got attacked and he just
getting
quickly
close and he just recorded it. One of them set it up to record because it was obviously there's something there, better to have something to live to, like a document rather than just to go out and that's it. So someone thought ahead on some way. But yeah, so with the sound element of that part, people have listened to that part and tried to rank the noise up as high as possible to see if they can actually hear it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No?
Nothing. No. I mean, it doesn't help that it's in someone's living room. There's waves lashing around at the end as well, so that's going to cover up a lot of it.
Yeah.
But I think you might make out like a kind of scream, but that's about it.
And it's not ever been...
He tells the woman to destroy the tape.
But how long was it since... How long has she been holding on to it?
Presumably, because the guy from Elfie Air Hire, is that LG Air Hire? That guy says last winter this happened. This was thing. So that puts it into they were filming around 2004,
right?
For maybe early 2005 as well. So only a year.
Okay.
We're talking here.
Yeah.
Because I think this was a 2005-2006 made doc. So yeah, it's not too long. So it would have been very quick. So she's obviously the authorities had that, listened to it, and they gave it to her.
Yeah.
And along with the wristwatch, which was an awkward sequence, that one.
Yeah.
Kind of overacted.
Yeah, the guy handing it to her kind of felt like he didn't know what he was doing.
It was because he was the same guy who was doing the discussion about the body. Who was the
Oh, right, yeah.
The mortuary.
Yeah, he...
Mr. Morgue.
I didn't realise, actually.
Yeah, well, because sometimes he's in a suit, sometimes he's
when he's in the mortuary...
Standing next to a body that's been covered up.
He looked very sort of leaning towards the camera with these wide eyes as he was telling the story.
His eyes glisten like he's acting this part.
Yeah.
He's kind of putting as well earlier, because they talk to the this actor friend early on, and they make mention that he's an actor in the caption.
Yeah.
And he's giving a performance-style interview shot as well. So this kind of superficiality to everyone. I mean, it's inherent with Timothy Treadwell. He's always acting. He's never really himself very much. So there just feels this kind of this veneer of something that's not quite real throughout.
I was wondering, has what is his name from Woody Harrelson? Has Woody Harrelson ever spoke about him?
I don't know.
Because they mentioned how he came second.
Timothy Treadwell is this simple, nice guy who may have some demons, who goes to Los Angeles, who supposedly comes in second in the auditions for the replacement bartender role when Coach dies in Cheers. And Woody, of course, is the guy who takes it, which means there's a big what if. If Timothy got the role, and suddenly Woody Harrelson's out there smoking weed with bears.
I just thought it was interesting because I'd never heard that before, and I was just...
Sure, you've not heard much of this. It's a whole... it's a whole new world. Deckly choice.
But I was just... I was wondering if he's ever been asked about it.
Maybe.
Maybe
he was asked on Reddit and he only wanted to talk about Rampart. That's a reference to the Rampart Ask Me Anything, where he would answer anything as long as it's about Rampart and nothing else. So he did not understand the concept of Ask Me Anything. Now You See Me Too on Blu-ray, DVD and 4K HD soon. Jesus.
But this has just set me in a really strange mood. I don't quite know what to say.
There's so much beauty.
In
this film. The level of detail that you get on some of these bears when you just see them, even when they're fighting, they're still these big adorable things. You kind of, it's hard to think. I mean, you're ripping off one of the bear's ears, but you is still really kind of got this weird, cute look to it.
I was sort of wanting a bit more discussion on Timothy and his sort of mentality, but I guess it's sort of hard to do that.
It's hard to do that with the footage you've got.
Yeah.
You can't really seep that into it because he was not putting things on.
He was interviewed for David Letterman. You mentioned. I was sort of surprised that they didn't put that sort of stuff in there to show what his
Could have been
persona.
a rights issue.
Maybe, yeah. But to show sort of what his persona to the public. I mean, I know he does it anyway in his videos himself.
Yeah.
But we see sort of different takes. So it would be interesting to see what it would have been like on David Letterman.
I think that's probably what YouTube's for nowadays.
Yeah.
To dig in deeper. A documentary is your starting point for research. That's how it goes.
Yeah, no, I'm probably going to go home and look deeper into this. But yeah, it's a strange one. It's definitely It's definitely very different from all the others that we've watched so far.
This is a U-turn in that kind of thing. There's some stuff in here. I mean, there is this whole element of Timothy Treadwell with these foxes, looking after these foxes, hanging out with these foxes and these bears, loving them, trying to be them, and he's there with the corpse of one of the young foxes. And Herzog makes the acceptance that this guy wants just hope, peace and harmony in the universe.
But when the universe is made up of
but
chaos.
No, Herzog believes the other side. The universe is
made up of chaos, hostility, and murder. I can't do it.
Got the murder, man. I am Werner Herzog. You may remember me from various things like Lord of the Rings about chaos, hostility, and murder. It's really hard. It's Werner Herzog.
The bear names were quite fun. I wonder how he came up with those.
Mr. Chocolate.
Mr. Chocolate.
Rowdy, Ollie.
Rowdy and the Grinchy, was it?
There's Grinchy.
Grinchy
there was Downy.
Was Grinchy the one that killed him?
No, Bear 141 was the one that killed him.
But did he not give that name Grinchy?
We don't know.
Oh, right.
We don't know which one was the bear.
Okay, right.
We know it's Bear 141 that killed.
Yeah.
But we don't know which one that was in terms of the footage. That's a big mystery. But yeah, there's also the fight between Sergeant Brown and Mickey. Remember that?
Yep. They're fighting over Saturn.
Saturn? Oh yes.
Yep.
The Michelle Pfeiffer of bears. Which Sergeant Sergeant Brown shits halfway through the fight. Just unloads.
It was an incredible fight, and then for him to shit, it's just like,
oh Jesus! That's not the only bear poo we get to see in this film, is it?
Oh my god! Yeah, I thought he was just like hovering his hand.
No,
over
he puts his hand all over this bear poo.
At first, I thought it was just him going, like, it feels so warm, and my hand's not even touching it, and then it's just like,
yes, just splat into it. Because he says, it was inside of her.
Yeah.
He's desperate. That's...
Yeah.
I mean, there's a limit.
I was waiting for him to, like, after that, just to have his hand on his mouth or his chin.
He just does this kind of joke.
Like, forget that where his hand had been or not even care.
If this was a 90s gross-out comedy.
Yeah.
My name is Timothy Treadwell. Welcome to Jackass.
Maybe that's what happened.
Oh my god.
Johnny Knoxville's just in the background going, oh, shit, we can't use this.
Steven, watch this.
I'll give it to Werner.
Oh boy. Oh, if Johnny Knoxville and Werner Herzog were united, that would be... What a film that would be.
No, they do unite, but it's just... Werner gets
Hello,
the...
I am Werner Herzog, and welcome to Jackass.
Werner gets the cutting room floor footage
he just
that
sucks
they
up
can't use, and he's like, I can use this. The darker side of Jackass.
Well, actually, I guess Spike Jonze is kind of like Johnny Knoxville's Werner Herzog.
Yeah,
he is the link.
I think I've still not seen a Spike Jonze film.
They are on the horizon, sir. Wait, any of them? Where
None
the Wild
of them.
Things are?
Nope. No.
Well, the Wild Things are in a peninsula in
Spike
Alaska.
Jonze, nope.
In the Grizzly Maze.
Because he was always very against Tarantino. He is always very against Tarantino.
I love him even more.
And so I was always...
Because,
like,
yeah, Spike Jonze has original ideas and plays with original concepts and original visuals. Tarantino.
uses the N-word, which apparently you can't do unless you're Spike Jonze.
Spike Jonze uses the N-word a lot.
Really?
Oh my goodness.
Does he? And I know he is like...
Yeah, have you not seen N-word Her? In which Joaquin Phoenix gets a phone with special...
Did Spike Jonze do her?
I don't know, did Spike Jonze do Her? I don't know the gossip. Yes.
He
won
did.
an Oscar for Her.
Why did I think that wasn't Spike Jonze?
Because it's his worst film.
Then I have seen one Spike Jonze
Yes,
film.
you have.
Did he did The Old Boy. Spike Lee. Ah, that's the one I was thinking of. Spike Lee. Jesus Christ.
Oh my... Sorry. No. We're not going to stop right now.
Sorry.
Hold on a second. Spike Lee.
Yeah.
If Spike
you
Lee...
confused me with Spike.
Oh.
Spike Lee is the one whose films I've not seen. Spike Jonze.
Spike
I
Jonze
have.
is
Yeah.
Do the Right Thing. That
Do
would
the Right
be...
Thing I've not seen, but I've seen Her. I think I've seen a couple more of his, maybe. Maybe not, but definitely Her. I absolutely loved Her.
Well, you're wrong. That's not a good film.
But it had Joaquin Phoenix.
It doesn't make it a good... In fact, that kind of makes it a bad film automatically. You've got to step up a really high bar to make that good.
Screw
You get
you,
Joaquin.
Walk the Line is an underappreciated gem.
Screw you, Walk Hard, the Dewey Cox story is an underappreciated gem. Walk the Line is a pile of crap which somehow won Oscars. Where's Walk Hard's Oscar?
I agree that Walk the Line.
Cox and Little Nutsack should have won.
Reese Witherspoon shouldn't have won the Oscar. Joaquin Phoenix should have.
No.
Yeah.
No, I should win an Oscar for Walk the Line.
Everyone
I should have won an Oscar for Sing Through It. But,
How
you know,
dare you.
my acting like I gave a crap.
I'm reading the biography at the moment of Johnny Cash,
Wow.
and
What's that got?
his dad isn't as bad as he is in the film.
Wrong
like-
kid, Dad.
Yeah, exactly.
Wrong
His dad's
kid,
like
Dad.
a drunkard who hates Johnny, and Johnny hates him.
Yeah.
But the book, he's a family man. He's devoted to his family, working
But
constantly.
where's the human drama if there's no daddy issues?
And once Jack died, he gave up the drink straight away, according to
the day after, or like the day off?
Well, probably day.
I guess he missed his drink that day because he was obviously having
Yeah.
to look after his family.
And like, you know the whole bit where he's like,
After you remember Walk the Line
he
now,
finds,
okay, Jesus.
you know the bit where he finds Johnny and he's like, "Where you been?"
Where you been, son?
Yeah, and he's saying like,
I'm an fish.
you killed him, but that's not how it happened. He was
He's
sobbing.
saying a motion picture has lied to us about human
Apparently
history.
so. I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to watch Walk the Line the right way.
Maybe Grizzly Man's a lie. I can't trust any film.
Do you think he's alive all this time?
I think he's alive in Werner's basement.
That last
Stay down here, we must never know.
bear was actually Timothy. He'd finally become one.
Because after all those girlfriends, he's been single for so long that he just became a bear.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now he's
Well,
hunted by John C. Reilly.
He wanted to, what was it, merge with the bear? That's not the right word, but they mentioned at some point in the film that he'd written a letter to someone saying that he wanted to basically become a bear
Yeah.
and like merge. That's not, but you know, merge with a bear in layman's terms, or
Become one with
Yeah,
them.
and so maybe that's what happened.
Maybe he's finally
And
fulfilled his wish.
he killed someone else and left their body parts. Who knows?
Who does know? What I do know is the pilot who comes to find the body. You notice what he was doing while they were scattering the ashes?
What?
And it's the first thing he does when they're scattering the ashes at the end.
Yeah.
He picks up some grass from the ground and puts it in his mouth.
Oh yeah,
It's
yeah.
a
I
real
saw him.
hazy kind of thing. It's like, what the hell? Are you doing that for the camera? Are you just
I
bored?
didn't see him pick it up. I saw him chewing it. I was like, okay.
It's just like, you know,
I just thought that was part of him.
yeah, he merged with grass.
Yeah.
Everyone merges with nature. That's what happens. The glaciers, you know, the glaciers. The flies.
The flies.
In this film.
The flies are.
From the guy landing until the end of it, the flies are just buzzing around everywhere. We had it in 5.1, so you got that great mix of
Yeah.
throughout.
A couple of dare to walk on the screen.
Yeah, they do.
Not too often.
They hit the lens, they just hang
Yeah.
around. They pop up and they pop down again. It's like the DVD menu for Happiness the other week.
It all links in, you see.
Oh my goodness. The end of this movie, Timothy Treadwell finds happiness because he just walks into a room full of bears and says, I came. The Gulliver's Travels restaurant, guys.
Yes.
So
Gulliver's-
Timothy, he's in Los Angeles, I assume, at this point?
Yeah, I assume so.
What's that?
I mean, only Los Angeles would have Gulliver's Travels.
Exactly. He and this
as a restaurant.
this woman who founds grizzlypeople.com,
Yeah.
who has his Ashes recording and the wristwatch.
Yeah.
They are working at a Gulliver's Travels restaurant. He is a young knave, and she's this wench, this English wench.
And she has a lovely anecdote about that time she nearly killed a family.
She almost scored an entire restaurant by burning the soup and making it explode.
I love the way she told it. It was just like, oh, they wanted a big show, so I gave them a big fucking show.
But it's just, why is this a 5-minute anecdote with this film about a Gulliver's Travels restaurant?
I don't know.
What would you have? What kind of restaurant would you want to have? What if you had the theme of a story or anything? What's the
I
kind of thing you'd
always
go for?
say there should be Jack Rabbit Slims. I don't know why that doesn't exist.
Because that's not really.
It's like a wax museum with a pulse. Why doesn't it exist?
It probably would have existed back in the 70s. I can imagine that existing as like a 50s
But-
throwback when Happy Days was popular. I won't be carrying on.
Yeah, but especially after Pulp Fiction, like, it's a big hit, You'd think by now.
But everyone's going to go there, and then they're going to come back home, and they're going to overdose.
Yeah, but we've got Bubba Gumps. Why can't we have a
everyone's saying
Jack
Bubba
Rabbit
Gumps.
Slims? Which would you rather, Bubba Gumps or Jack Rabbit Slims?
Well, I don't like shrimp, so I'd go for the one that actually serves
Thank
food
you.
I can eat.
See?
Plus, also, I don't mind Steve Buscemi being my server.
Exactly, you'd also have that.
But I'm concerned about the pricing of their milkshakes. I feel like,
They don't even put bourbon in it or nothing.
Exactly. It's just overcharged. And I feel
But
a
I've
bit
heard
questionable about the term Amos and Andy being...
I have heard it's a pretty damn good milkshake.
What about a burger? Would you like a tasty burger at some point? You not go for a nice fast food joint?
Cornerstone of any nutritious breakfast.
What drink would you serve with it?
Sprite.
Nah, always got to go with Sprite. Are you happy?
Yeah,
I'm trying to fulfill everything you need.
We've talked Johnny Cash, Walk the Line, and Pulp Fiction.
Yes.
And her.
Zog. No, come on. That was
that was
kind of the
good.
best thing that will ever happen in this podcast.
But no, that was. I'm still, even though we are talking like this, I'm still in that strange mood after seeing this. It's definitely one in my favourites list now.
What do you feel about Werner's approach to
I like
the
it.
world and his...
It's occasionally personal, but not too personal. So like he'll give his opinion, but it's like it feels like you don't have to have that same opinion. He's just, here's my 2 cents, you know?
Right.
But
He's not making it biased piece.
Yeah, he presents it in a very unbiased way.
But he does expect you to know something about him as well.
Yeah.
In some elements, he mentions, shooting in the jungle and how tough that is.
Yeah.
And how that is for sanity.
Yeah.
Which, obviously, if you know anything about the making of Fitzcarraldo.
Is that's one of his, right?
That's one of his, him and Kinski.
Is that coming soon?
And I've never seen the film. I've got it on my TiVo box in high definition, waiting to watch at some point. It is, almost 3 hours long.
Oh wow.
It's a tough one. Yeah, but him, Klaus Kinski, in the Amazon with a bunch of extras pushing a boat up a hill, around a mountain.
See, I know
Klaus
him.
Kinski asked if some of the natives would kill Werner Herzog. And then they came over to Herzog and said, he's asked us to do this. Do you want us to kill him instead? And then Herzog decided not to say yes because Herzog seems to be a nice human being who is just a hint closer to madness than anyone else, but can see much more, perceive much more than most people.
So, I am under the impression that he is a documentary maker.
Okay.
But I am also aware that he's done films that aren't documentaries, but I feel like they wouldn't feel like films. They would feel still like documentaries in the way that he does it.
That's interesting. Certainly not. Not in the
No?
case of no. If you've watched Bad Lieutenant Paul of Cool New Orleans,
Jesus, I forgot he did that.
yeah,
Yeah, and then I have seen one of his.
that is absolutely not anywhere
Yeah.
close to reality.
Yeah.
Shoot him again. His soul's dancing.
Man, I forgot he did that.
It's
Still need to
A
see
whack job.
the original of that.
not really an original. It's not kind of a sequel. It's not like a thing. It's just, hey, look, here's another case of crazed people. It just happens to be under the same bracket title.
Alright.
It's not a franchise.
No, I didn't think it was, but I didn't think it was a remake either, but I know.
It's just a strangely titled film, to be honest.
Yeah.
But in that case, it's even better because it's got that strange title to it, and it's got a hint of maybe we are, or maybe we're not, Harvey Keitel sequeling. We don't know. We're never going to outwardly do it, but we're not. But we're not. Are we? Or we don't know.
But yeah, I do need to see the Harvey Keitel one.
You do need to see the
Harvey
Wanking
Keitel.
in a Car with Nuns. That's the film title. It was, yeah, then they decided, you know what, we're going to save that title for later on, and they really changed it to Riding in Cars with Boys. They kind of kept it safe. It's a bit disappointing, really.
Spotlight.
Yeah. Every time.
Every time.
Is it at least once an episode? Well, no, we
Not
did
last episode.
Not last week, right?
We
But,
should re-record that one.
oh gosh.
Just
Little shot of spotlight.
yeah, when you're editing, just like throw in Spotlight.
Oh god, no. What do you do? Go to eat spotlight. Don't. Well, there we go. We've got it written down.
Suddenly Spotlight.
Suddenly spotlight is raping the children. Oh gosh, that was bad. But would you consider how Werner approaches this, and thus you've seen a narrative film? Would you consider him to be perceptive or really focused in trying to get into a story or get into a concept, or do you just think of him philosophizing? I mean, you know his stuff when he does interviews. He'll do videos and discuss things.
Yeah, I'd say he's more philosophizing here. He's sort of laying it all out for you, but doesn't explore too deeply the main story. Like, he does dip into it with the Gullivers, and he interviews the parents and whatnot. But it could have been a much more straightforward documentary.
Yeah.
You know,
A bit of mystery, maybe.
Yeah, starting with the beginning and how he grew up, but that sort of comes up towards the middle.
Yeah.
Or towards the end, really.
Like, yeah, about an hour in.
And it's not delved into as deeply as other documentaries would have.
Yeah, they would give you a setting and then let it play out.
Yeah.
This is...
Are there any more documentaries on him?
I don't know. I don't look into that because why would... I don't need another documentary on this guy. I feel like this is enough to draw some conclusions and consider.
Yeah.
More rather than, hey, look, here's this, here's that. That's what I love. I mean, people, because of this film, I noticed a lot of people deal with Werner Herzog as someone who doesn't. He's kind of like this averse to nature type person because of this film. I feel like they probably have misremembered Grizzly Man quite a lot because, I mean, he outwardly said, when he was doing Fitzcarraldo, he was talking about the screams of the animals in pain in the jungle, is nature. But yeah, obviously that's him after 5 months of insanity living in a place. But that, and he had encounters at the end of the world where he travelled to the vast distances of the Arctic to explore and really get to grips with it. The idea of him not being a fan of nature.
Yeah, no, I didn't get that at all.
He is someone who kind of, I think he takes pride in what has existed before and what can exist.
Yeah.
Evolution, humanity's footprint, but certainly what was before humanity's footprint and what we can lead to afterwards if we cared. I always feel like I feel like he's an optimist, a real, an optimistic kind of guy. But with this intonation of, it's not even pessimism, it's just a darker intonation because that's the way he is.
Yeah, I mean, because Timothy... Sorry?
Treadwell.
Yeah. He was very much optimistic, but in the wrong way. I
think he was
misguided. Yeah.
He was blinded.
Yeah.
By one particular love that he doesn't really see beyond that to the bigger picture the entire time.
Yeah.
That's why, which makes sense aesthetically. He's got a lot of close-ups of bears in this film. He doesn't really have he doesn't, and when you try and look at the mountains behind, you can't really see it because it's shaky cam or it's all focused on a bear. I think it kind of says a lot about Timothy as well, in that he's just this one thing. I don't care about the rest of this picture. This is all I care about. I think that says quite a lot. That's why he died doing this, rather than say other people who die on a trip, on a camping trip or an expedition in nature just because of nature. He died specifically because he wanted to be right next to a bear his entire life.
I do like the way in which it covers the death almost straight away.
Yeah.
Because now I'm just thinking of Senna.
Right, yeah.
So that one sort of led up to it. I remember seeing that, not knowing where it was going to go, and
same.
It was very much. It felt much more like a movie.
Yeah, they make that into a big. This is a piece.
Yeah. Rather
than a movie. I haven't seen Amy, but I'm assuming that they keep the twist of that one quite secret until like the third act.
Yeah, I think so.
It's like, is she going to make it or not? And then suddenly it's like, oh, she's dead.
Well,
spoiler alert for Amy, by the way.
No, I don't. They didn't keep it a secret per se. It was always there in the general thing, but.
Thanks for playing along.
Well, no, I thought maybe they could have done it. They could have easily tried to do it
as in what will happen?
Is she still alive or not?
Yeah.
Or whatever happened to Amy? Oh, she died. Do you remember? You never know.
Yeah, same thing with This Is It, the Michael Jackson documentary.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Turns out,
I'm still wondering.
Yeah, you're watching this for like an hour and a half of him dancing, and then suddenly it's like 5 minutes of a helicopter outside a mansion.
I just keep refreshing the O2. Waiting
for those tickets to come back. It's taken a while for him to come back.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on.
He's just perfecting the show.
He's perfecting the show.
Perfecting the show.
Man. What I love is pure perfection in life. That's what I'm aiming for with this podcast. Is perfection.
I didn't say perfection.
You did say perfection.
Did not.
You did say perfection.
Did not.
We have a recording of it.
Professional.
And we can play it back. Do you want me to hear the recording right now? Ah! Oh, it's a bear! Oh, shit, sorry.
That's cool.
Werner Herzog's mixtape number 2. Now this is what I call bear murders. Sorry, we got too serious for a long time. We have to.
Yeah.
We were pondering life and humanity and movies and cinema. That was boring.
I was thinking as we were chatting away, it's like, this is the most artsy episode.
Right, yeah. We're totally Kermit Mayo. I'm Mayo.
I can be Kermit. I wish I was Kermit.
Oh.
Don't we all wish we were Kermit?
Yeah. It's the best thing in the world. He's the nicest human ever made. I think beloved by billions. Yeah. The movie, TV show Billions is coming on for a second season. He's going to replace Paul Giamatti. Because Paul Giamatti wants to do some film criticism instead. I love Grizzly Man. It made me miss my mum and dad.
That's one of the things I knew of Werner Herzog going into this.
Is he's a big fan of Paul Giamatti?
Is that him and Kermode are quite close. Aren't they? They are.
Really?
You must know that.
I don't know this stuff.
Yeah, they were.
I don't read.
Herzog got shot while being interviewed by Kermode.
Well, was it Kermode interviewed?
Yeah.
Shot? Okay.
Yeah, because Kermode brings that up whenever Herzog's got a film out, or whenever the discussion of Herzog is on the show.
He just hears the word "her" and he's like, "Oh, did you hear about this?" Really?
He does like his anecdotes.
His one anecdote.
No, he has a few.
No, I mean one anecdote about Herzog.
Yeah.
That's kind of like, well, you know what? Move on. You know what else he's done? He's eaten a shoe. So you know.
Herzog.
Yeah.
What did he eat shoe for? I think he's mentioned that before, but
Errol Morris had a documentary or a film after The Thin Blue Line,
Right.
in which it was taking a long while to shoot and film and edit. And Herzog said, this film will never come out. If it ever comes out, I'm going to eat my shoe. The film came out.
And did he actually use it?
It's a short film in which you get the backstory and you get to watch him get the shoe ready and then eat the shoe.
See, Como did a similar thing where he said, if I ever find I think it was. If I ever find a 3D film that I'll like, and then he saw Gravity.
It took him that long to see a good 3D movie?
Yeah.
Drive Angry 3D, goddammit. Coming soon.
I quite liked Gravity in 3D. That was one of the few...
No, the good thing about Gravity was it's 3D. The bad thing about Gravity was gravity.
Or the lack of.
The film itself, the writing. The writing is atrocious in that film.
Mm.
That film can go fuck itself because it's smug and a pile of wank.
If it wasn't a big spectacle, like if I hadn't seen it in the IMAX, I don't think I would have.
I only saw it in regular 3D and I thought, no. I don't own it in 3D. Why would I want to own it in the first place? It's a problem. There are films I own in 3D just for 3D, but that one, certainly not. I'm looking at The Walk right now and I'm thinking, well, no, I like that film as a film as well, so that's not really fair.
That was one I saw in IMAX. There are certain films I need to see in IMAX before I, as a
before
priority.
You fall into a camp of bears. And
because my first IMAX experience was Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol.
Uh-huh.
And that was the first time I'd ever felt like I was going to fall down the screen.
Yeah, I know. Tom Cruise gives me that kind of fainting gasp every time I see him as well. He's so handsome.
He is.
And he can salute L. Ron Hubbard with the best of them. He is so... He gives everything 110%, especially saluting L. Ron Hubbard while holding a massive medal around his neck.
Who's L. Ron Hubbard?
The creator of Dianetics and thus Scientology.
Oh.
You've seen...
You mean
Going
Philip
Clear,
Seymour Hoffman?
Right?
No.
Alex Gibney's wonderful documentary based on the book Going Clear about Scientology that gets into the...
There was another documentary you mentioned as well, Thin Blue Line.
Yeah.
Will they be coming soon?
I don't really care for the Thin Blue Line myself. I mean, I can see why everyone loves it as what it did to documentaries in that time. But it's not something I've ever cared for. I think it's just kind of like... It's like things like Making a Murderer and Serial. It's like all these things that people kind of get their head around because it's a murder mystery. What's going to happen? It's just it's boring.
Making a Murderer. That I loved Making a Murderer and watching it, but now it's like apparently there's going to be a second season.
Yeah.
But I'm going to know most of the shit that's gone down. Mm-hmm. So I don't know whether I'm going to even bother because they've just announced some news.
Something else happened. We don't want to tell the news because obviously that's weeks ago.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't remember it because it was weeks ago.
Yeah, exactly.
But something happened and
wasn't
it's
last
like,
night.
No, of course not.
I was in a pub with all the fans of that show who were screaming, "What? What?" when it happened.
It was a bit of a moment, but it's...
Yeah, I could tell when I was downing a pint watching everyone go crazy and going, "What the fuck is wrong with people?"
But yeah, it's going to be hard for them to...
People.
It's going to make the second season very hard for people to watch.
Well, when they get Colin Farrell and Taylor Kitsch and Rachel McAdams involved, it's going to be fine. I think it's great to have a change of cast. Jesse Plemons and Kirsten Dunst will pop up, Be really interesting. Set it in a different time, a little bit earlier than the first series. Kind of give it kind of a playful aspect to it, maybe. I don't know. We'll see how it goes.
I wonder if the second
Lady
series...
Gaga will appear.
I wonder if the second series has a date set, because surely they can't really do it until they have an end point. So, like, what if they have to release it at a certain date, and then like a week after the deadline, more shit happens, and like the big event, which will be his release, which I'm assuming is probably going to happen unless he dies before it. It might take ages, but I think he'll probably get released. Like, so what if that happens after they've just done the second season? That's going to be fucking annoying.
Christmas special.
So is it like
Marco Polo, Thousand Eyes' origin story? It's just the same thing.
So will it be like,
Ho ho, Merry Christmas, Making a Murderer's back.
We're doing the second season, but we're not giving it to you until it's happened.
Possibly, or who cares? Because why are we talking about this fucking show? I thought I was in control of this podcast. I didn't realise we have to talk about a show.
You're in control, and then I've brought her, Walk the Line,
I'm a bad host.
Pulp Fiction.
I bring a
What about
Herzog
this?
to you, and you bring this to me.
Shall we talk 24 now?
Oh my god.
That's coming
What
back
have I
in
done?
February.
Oh, fucking hell. Oh my god.
Do you want to ask me the question and get this over with?
I don't want to know what you have to say anymore because I'm worried you're going to lead it down another dark alleyway. Johnny, do you want to go stay with some bears? Berenstein or otherwise?
Berenstein or what?
It's fine. The Hair Bear Bunch, were they a thing for you?
The Hair Bear Bunch.
Yeah, Hanna-Barbera's the Hair Bear Bunch. They're a bunch of bears in a zoo who had crazy hairstyles and jumped on a invisible motorbike.
Wait, are you actually being
100%.
serious? Seriously?
Yeah.
I thought you were trying riffing on the Care Bears.
No, it was called the Hair Bear
Hair
Bunch.
Bears.
The Hair Bear Bunch.
Right.
Yeah, no. It's from my childhood. I say that not because I was from the 70s, but because they would repeat like Wacky Races from Flintstones.
I did like Wacky Races.
Of course you did, because Wacky Races was amazing. I've got every episode in this
And
house.
Caveman. Did you ever watch Caveman?
No, I watched Captain Caveman.
That was it. Captain and Caveman. I just remembered the Caveman.
The Captain and the Caveman. Johnny?
Yeah.
Are you mad about this movie?
No.
Or are you movie mad?
I am movie mad, but not as movie mad as I have been
Right.
on the
No
podcast.
Con Air is
before.
what you're saying.
It's no Con Air. It's no Little Shop. It's
If there were songs and John Malkovich, would you love Grizzly Man?
maybe.
Grizzly Man.
No, I do
Grizzly
love it.
Man's a horror.
I do love it, but it just doesn't. It doesn't fit the movie mad idea.
Oh, you're saying apples and oranges situation now?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck off. That's why we've got this. Everything can be categorised.
Right,
Top 10. Clickbait.
I'm artsy movie mad for this.
Oh, that's a wanky term. No.
It's been a bit of a wanky episode.
I'll say.
Except
someone had a lot of pleasure to
except
themselves.
except for the Cash talk and the Pulp Fiction talk and the brief 24 talk. Bring Jack Bauer back. Just kill him. That's what we need to do.
Bring him back and just kill him.
Yeah, no, seriously.
Sorry, what if he came back and his last lines were "just shoot me," and then, okay, hear me out here. David Spade comes on and just shoots him.
I don't
Blow
know.
your
They
mind.
they need to bring him back and they need
And
to
then
kill
George
him off.
Segal comes up as well and says, why'd you do that? You're fired. And it's the final finale of Just Shoot Me. It'll be great. Sequel finale.
He has been through 8 seasons, 1 miniseries, and a TV movie of pain and torment and torture. He needs to just go to probably hell, but just not have to suffer on this planet anymore. Because they can't keep him alive and have him retire and go to like the Bahamas or whatnot, and then the next season they'll have a new person. Oh, we've got a new threat, a new nuclear bomb, and you're just there the whole time thinking, well, Jack Bauer, just call him in. He's still alive. Just call him in.
And then you have like a split screen shot of him there laying on a beach, topless, sunglasses on, having a mojito.
Yeah.
It's like, I could get used to this.
God damn it.
Someone just walks by, he high fives them, and then he breaks their wrist as he high fives them. And there's, where's the drinks? Where's the drinks? God damn it! And then they open up the bar, and they have a party. He's live at the party. He does karaoke. I hate you so much right now.
I got excited when they brought it back because it was 12 episodes instead of 24, and I thought that they were finally going to start listening to him, and that's why it was going to be 12 episodes. But then they just jumped to 12 hours.
Oh, it wasn't like 12 episodes because he gets killed halfway through. How good would that be? Suddenly, that's why it's 12 episodes, because it's ended.
I remember hearing one thing where one of the creators was saying they would have loved to just kill him in a really unceremonious way, like just he crosses the street and gets hit by a car.
Meet Joe Black.
Exactly.
He's just on the toilet when just shits out his intestines. He's on the plane toilet, and then the vacuum comes through and sucks his rectum out.
This has been the most satisfying episode ever.
Let's think about other ways we can kill Kiefer Sutherland.
I didn't mean it like that.
Dangle Donald Sutherland out in front to get him to go out, and then just take a shot at him with a spade. David Spade. Thank you. Thank you very much.
We haven't. Well, I don't know. Do you have an idea of what you're introducing me to next week?
No, that's a good thing. You never.
Do you want to have a think and make a decision now, and then try and give me a hint, or?
I think it'll be something.
It'll be something. There we go.
It'll be something beloved.
Something beloved.
And be unseen by you.
Well.
So.
Oh, I think I've got it now.
God, I hope you get it. I hope you get it. It's not Fame.
I've not seen Fame.
And you're not going to live forever.
That can be a coming.
You're
soon.
not going to know how to fly high. It's not going to be a coming soon. I've not seen Fame. Either versions.
We could see it
because
together.
I don't want to watch Fame. I avoided the remake. Why would I want to watch any of it?
I don't know.
Why don't we watch Disney's Prom instead? That's just about as good, I bet.
Disney's what?
Prom. Anyone remember that?
Prom.
That was a film.
No.
Came out. It's like, oh, it's going to be like a teen-friendly thing. Rated U. It's like, oh, what is it then? Oh, it's just like found footage prom-based Disney comedy. Yep, exactly. It's
So tune in next week.
Why the fuck is that there? But we'll find out what it's like. It's not Prom. It's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Could do that.
2.
No, I
Into
have
the
to.
Shadows.
No, wait.
3D. Bebop and Rocksteady on the big screen. Clang! Will Arnett or Will Aunt Arnett? I was proud of that one. Yeah, we'll find out what happens next week when things come up. Who knows?
Things are coming.
I know. But it'll be something. It'll be fun.
It's always fun.
No, it'll be a fun movie.
All right.
It'll be a beloved movie, and you will not like it at all.
Okay.
I guarantee.
And you still don't know what it is, so you're gonna have to. All right. I'm determined to love it next week.
I've got a lot circling around my head that I can think that you will hate.
All right. Well, do your best.
Okay.
I'm probably gonna regret that, but do your best.
Everyone is tuning in next week. We're going to watch Suicide Squad in
Oh,
colour.
fuck. Which version of the 7 versions that are apparently
Oh,
out
the
there?
beloved one, the one that everyone loves. You know, the 4 stars from Empire one.
Wow, 4 stars, honestly.
Boy, oh, howdy. Some people just shouldn't ever give their opinion because 4 stars for Suicide Squad is career Suicide Squad.
Yeah, I would have accepted 3 stars.
That's way too high.
I would have accepted that from Empire.
Oh, from Empire, yeah, sure,
but
because
4
they're going to sell
stars
out a
from
little bit.
Empire was just a bit. Oh.
We love you. We want Wonder Woman on our cover.
Do you think it'll be number 1 of their top 10 movies of the year?
Well, they're going to do a top 1,000 movies of the year.
Joint with Batman vs Superman.
No, the ultimate cut of Batman vs Superman: Dawn of Justice.
I still need to see that.
There's number 2 is reserved for just Batman vs Superman 2.5 hour version.
And BFG.
That'll be 2.5.
Yeah.
I think we know what Empire's up to.
Is that everything?
Sorry, sometimes when there's no one in frame, the stillness, the lack of anything is its own sadness and interesting element. As Herzog said. We're giving everyone a hint of Grizzly Man by staying out of shot and letting the world speak for itself. Anything to plug, Johnny?
I'm on Twitter at movie_mad and on Instagram at movie_mad.
Can you tell
Very different.
Very different things because you post a lot of new pictures on Instagram that you won't refuse to let to show to me.
That's why we have Snapchat.
Oh my goodness. What are you on Snapchat then? Don't tell me what you're on Snapchat because I will find you and I will hunt you down and I will kill you. Twitter for this show, do you know?
Yes, Twitter for the show, RUmovie_mad.
Bingo! He knows it. It's also the email address is rumoviemad@hotmail.com. No underscore, please.
And what about yourself?
I'm just Ethan Runt. I'm Ethaning around, runting around on the Twitter. As you do. As well as I do. Not you. You don't do anything.
I know.
What do you do? What is your worth? What are you good for? Huh?
Absolutely nothing.
Say it again. Why are we doing that? What is wrong with both of us, either of us, one of us, two of us, three of us, four of us?
Everyone.
What is wrong with everyone? Email us. Explain. Why?
And what's the meaning of life?
That is a good question. Can someone finally give us a little bit of a hint of reason why? And what? And how? And who? And when? And where? The questions. Do you have a question?
Just what's the meaning of life?
That seems to be the same question you asked earlier.
How
I thought
can
I
we
answered
kill
it.
Jack Bauer?
I've already answered that one
Send
as well.
in your suggestions.
I'm pretty good at answering these questions myself. We don't need the audience to tell me that.
We need other ideas just to...
You know what other ideas do? Other ideas create Suicide Squad. That'll still be relevant in a month and a half time when no one remembers that movie. But everyone remembers Slipknot, everyone's favourite character. Too soon.
Too soon.
Too soon.
We're going to go scatter his ashes now.
We're going to find some grass, put it in our mouth, scatter his ashes and see what happens.
Unprofessional. My phone's off.
I had to check the email because I'm that unprofessional. I don't recall our email. It seems easy. iumoveyourmad@hotmail.com.
Yeah.
I got it!
But he needs to look at you.
But next time...
He looked at his phone.
Next week I'll forget it again, though. That's the worst part of it all. This is all just a little bit of history repeating. And as we say that, we also have to say goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
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 Last word.
Bye.
Last
I give up.
word.
Bye.
Is...
Bye.
Bye.
Are You Movie Mad is part of the Podnose Network, the UK's leading independent entertainment podcasting network, produced and edited by Andrew Jones, executive producer George Grimwood. To find out more about Podnose's network, go to www.podnose.com.